Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to SF1 GP1 here for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. I believe it is round 8 in this championship so far in the season, taking a break last week because this game was literally broken. But we are back live as I believe they finally fixed the servers that were going on last week. Here we are in Q3, a couple guys, big names, not making it this evening into Q2 or Q3. Jet, Jono, SF1 Tom, SF1 Stig not making it. I believe it was Enzo as well not making it in. Taking a look now, it looks like Uzumaki is the first one out on track for Q3. Hopefully everybody is enjoying their weekend so far, except for the Liverpool fans, as one of my drivers was explaining to me that Aston Villa was just showing them the door this evening. However, hopefully they have a good rest of the season. Never mind that, we're here with Formula One. Hopefully these guys can have a good race. Good solid race on Friday from GP2. Kind of a quiet race. Cannot say the same for GP3. If you guys tuned in for that, you will know what I'm talking about. However, we're here for GP1. The kind of times that we're going to see this evening. As you can see, Uzumaki takes a bit of a corner cut just to invalidate his outlap. Everybody on a soft compound. A lot of drivers snuck in on Q3 with this medium compound, so they're looking for a one-stop strategy. Typically, this race will definitely be a one-stop from a medium set to a hard set. Alright, here we go. Rashi getting in trouble from Nightbot. Interesting as it seems. But Uzumaki going to be the first one out on track. Taking a gander. Uzumaki attacking the track. Sorry, I'm getting a couple messages. I'm trying to keep an eye on him. Okay, here we go. Thanks, Carlos. Carlos is interrupting me with the messages. However, Uzumaki through the castle section, one of the most difficult parts of this track. Sector 2 is a lot of the time is lost, either in qualifying or the race. You can either make or break your lap in that. Uzumaki looks like he squeezed through pretty nicely, a little bit uncomfortable. Tacks that curb, a lot of curb tack. I wonder if he's close enough not to get an invalidated lap that time around. Let's see if he can put himself in the top 5. Good to see him return this evening for a race. He's missed about, I think, the last 2 races, but he's here, ready to put the throttle down in that AlphaTauri. Coming down the long back stretch, start-finish line. DRS is going to be active right around now. As you can see the detection, there is SF1 Evil. What time is he going to put in? 138.4 sets the benchmark. Who do we have? We definitely have a Haas. Is that going to take down? No, it's not Amandale. Sets is Anton, who set a 37.5. Here comes Valcon, the new Williams driver for GP1. What kind of time is he going to put in? Goes P2, 38.4, matching almost Uzumaki's time to a T. A couple guys crossing the line now. Harrison goes 38.1, P2. Hellboy goes 40.5 to get himself P5 currently. Where is Shuf going to cross the line? We know he has the pace. Aruzi has set a 38.5 or 38.8. Shuf goes to 38.3. A lot of drivers in that 38. I wonder if anybody's going to be able to test Anton's time with a 37.5, which is blindingly fast. Let's see. Zero's coming down. Used to be called the Benny. Now his new name is Zero. Let's see what kind of time he can put in this evening. It looks like it's going to be around a 38 as well. 38.4. Good enough for P5, so yet to set up lap is Soap, who's sitting in the pits. I believe everybody else is going to be on an in-lap. I'm not even going to give a prediction, though, for these guys in this qualifying, especially for the race. We should see a full 20-car lobby. I know Raven has joined. He's going to be reserving for the Ferrari team this evening. His teammate Daigero should be on his way. Currently finishing up another race. Will be here, and I believe that's Lord. It will be one of the new Racing Point drivers should be joining here soon. I haven't seen his name flash. If I've missed it, my apologies. Daigero has joined, so both Ferraris are filled at the moment. Yeah, there's a lot of 38s, so I was just mentioning Carlos. SF1 Evil in the chat. Hopefully, how are you guys all doing this weekend? I'm looking forward to this race. Couple new drivers in here to mix it up. Volcon in P4. That is a quick time. His first race this evening in SF1. Can he have a good solid one? Could he put himself on the podium? I know his manager Rashi will be hoping so. Looks like Soap's going to leave it a bit late. Maybe go for that one and done. Kind of a dangerous move. Everybody pulling into the pits. I believe Zero's going to do so, as well as Shoof. Shoof is actually out of fuel, so he's going to come in. I believe that's Zero right behind him. Into the pits they go. 5 minutes and 25 seconds remain of this Q3 session. Can anybody challenge Anton on that 37.5? That is a big time to try to beat. Let's see if Harrison, Shoof, or Valcon can Zeros in P5. Could he have a go? Two teammates, AlphaTauri, have a good solid positioning right now. P5 and P6 currently on this Q3 session. Both the Renaults as well. P9 and P10, that's good to see. Amandale in the Haas. SF1 Evil's team sitting P8. Take a look. I wonder when these guys are going to start going on at minute 40. So I would be surprised if a lot of these guys don't pop out for their final lap right around. Oh, looks like we're actually going to have a car come out. It's going to be another AlphaTauri. Is that Uzumaki or is that Zero? It is Uzumaki, so he's going to give himself one more go here. He's going to give a little extra time so he can have a clear track. Interesting. I'm surprised he didn't try to pull a toe from another driver. It looks like, is that Soap on his way out? No, Soap's still sitting in pits. Hellboy's actually going to come out for his final go here as well. See what these two drivers can do. They do have a clear track, so it might help them. I know this track is really strong in the slipstream though, so the toe might come in handy. I wonder if Aruzia or Harrison might pull it together and try to create a toe for each other on this final lap. But the question is, who's going to give them that toe? They only have one go at it. That toe could possibly shave off anything from 3 to 6/10 on your time. So that could potentially drop Harrison from a 38.1 down to the 37s, but it's going to be really hard to put himself near the 37.5 that Anton put in. That's an incredible lap. In fact, we'll actually jump on board Anton if he goes out for a final run. If not, we'll jump on board Harrison. So we'll give you guys a look at a flying lap around this Azerbaijan Grand Prix track, otherwise known as Baku. Here comes Uzumaki starting his lap. He will have enough time to go for two if necessary. He does have ERS kicked in. DRS is open, so he's definitely going to push for this lap. I myself, SF1 Roads, ladies and gentlemen, here to bring you this race this evening alone in the comms booth, but I can manage to make sure I bring you guys all the action I can. It looks like somebody came out just behind him. I think it was Amandale, it was. Harrison's on his out lap now. Just keeping an eye on anybody. I think Anton might just keep it in the pits and say, you know what, I think that was a good lap. You guys go ahead and go after it. Uzumaki currently up on his time by 5/100ths of a second. Can he get anything more out of this lap? Maybe put himself higher than P6. His teammate and him almost dead on time. Oh, a little late into the castle. I think he chipped off a bit of his end plate. There was contact there. No, end plate is still intact, so he got a bit lucky. But he's going to be down on his time. As you can see, he turned his ERS off, and he's going to have another go. Hellboy was the next guy to have this one go. He is still on it. What time? I missed his... Ewan has joined the session. Not sure if Ewan's racing or not. As you can see, Hellboy did the same. Almost the exact same as Uzumaki did there. It will cost time. He will have another go at it, though. He has plenty of time. He hasn't turned down his ERS yet, though. Ooh, yeah, he's gotten a bit wide there. If I were him, I would turn it off and just give it another go here in a bit. Soap is on a flyer. Let's jump on board Soap. Anton is on an out lap, so once he starts to cross the line, we'll jump on board with him to give you guys a look at a hot lap around this track. Meanwhile, we're going to sit with Soap and see what kind of time he can put in. Maybe he can challenge the top 5 this evening. Ewan is left. Can Soap get himself up on this board? Question is, how high can he get himself? Going down the start-finish line now. DRS is open. Crosses the line. What is it good enough for? Only good enough for P8. We're going to jump on board. I think I missed it. He's on a flyer. Alright, we've missed him, so we're going to jump on board with Amandale, I believe. That's not Amandale. We'll give it on Falcon, our brand new driver for GP1. We're going to ride on board with him on a hot lap around this track. Turn 1 is going to be chaotic as well as turn 2. Hard on the brakes because the entrance is narrow. DRS is open. First part of the DRS zone in this track. Coming up to turn 3, another left-hander. Easy on the brakes. Want to get enough traction on the exit. First right-hander of the track. Daguerre has left the session. I wonder why. Hopefully he can get himself back in. Back to a left-hander, and then immediately another right-hander. Up to another right-hander. This track, I believe, does not have any names for the turns just yet. Depending on how long they say on the calendar, we'll see. Up to the famous castle section. What a smooth entry in and a smooth entry out. Falcon did a really good job as well, coming through down a back stretch here. Starting, I believe it's Sector 3. We'll start just now. He is... It didn't show me. Oh, he's not on Sector 3 yet. Let's see if he's up on his time or down on his time. He's down on his time by 1/10. Anton sets a 37 flat for his qualifying session. Harrison sets a 37.7, so he gets closer, but not enough. Amandale, 38.1. Shoof is a 38.2. Uzumaki, 38.3. Let's see if Falcon gets any closer here. Zero finishes the qualifying at 38.4. 38.3 for Falcon, good enough for P5. Rosia, I just missed it. Let's see what time he finished at. Good enough for P8. Didn't see the time. Let's take a look here. So Anton sets the pole winning position time at a 37 point, or a 37 flat, really. Harrison finishes 37.7, so 7/10 behind our pole position this evening. Amandale P3, Shuf P4, Falcon P5, Uzumaki P6, Zero P7, Maruzia P8, Soap is P9, and Hellboy P10. So I will say, 2 teams, actually 3 teams, AlphaTauri, Mercedes, and Renault, all 3 or 2 of their drivers getting into qualifying this evening. Evil's rooting on his driver in the Haas, Amandale. Take a gander here. Once we got load up, I will give you guys a rundown so far of the championship points, as well as the combined championship points in the constructors. You know me, I always do constructors first, get that out of the way, and then I show you guys the drivers' championship points. Alright, it looks like everybody is here actually, so we're going to have a 20-car grid before these guys ready up. Hopefully they know the 5-minute complimentary break. I'm going to give you guys a rundown of the combined championship points. Right on your screen now, Ferrari currently leading the way with 621 points. Mercedes holding strong at P2. Alfa Romeo holding on to 3rd. Racing Point are 4th. Williams are 5th. Haas 6th. Red Bull sitting in 7th. Renault 8th. AlphaTauri is in 9th. And McLaren holding on to that 10th position, looking to gain a couple points. They have Jono back now, so hopefully they can start climbing that table a little bit stronger. But what everybody always really wants to see is the Drivers' Championship standings so far. As you guys can see, Anton currently leading the way, leading by 4 points ahead of Harrison, who's sitting P2. We do have Daigero sitting in third. That's super close. The top 3 guys are very close. Zero is in fourth, Jet fifth, SF1 Stig sixth, Aruzia seventh, Shuv is in 8th, Enzo 9th, Jono sitting 10th, Amadale 11th, Tom sitting in 12th. We have Soap in 13th, Cookie 14th. Somebody's just dropped. I think that was FS1 Stig. We might have a lobby restart. But we'll give you guys a look down through here. Cookie is in 14th, Hellboy 15th, Hubdy, who had a karting, I believe a 24-hour karting event last night, is taking the day off. He's sitting 16th. Dark Mark 17th, who Volcon has replaced for that seat. Uzumaki 18th. Lord, our brand new driver, is in 19th. And McCall is sitting in P20. I believe that we'll have a lobby restart. Let me just double check. It looks like that's going to be the case, guys. Give me 1 second. All right, we're definitely going to go for a restart, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with us for about 10 to 15 minutes, and we'll be back as soon as possible for this Grand Prix. Hopefully, we'll meet you right then and there. But until then, we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, after a quick lobby restart, we are back. A couple of guys unfortunately can't race as they have work the next day or prior obligations, which is completely understandable because I know it is quite late over in the UK, a little earlier here in the United States, but we're going to keep going with this. I believe we have 15 drivers that are ready to attack this Baku Grand Prix. Just waiting for these guys to have a little bit of time to make sure they can set up their car as well as pick their strategy for the race. Until then, I'll let you guys take a look at the table. As we can see, after the Monaco Grand Prix, you had Harrison who picked up the victory after a really wet rain or a really wet race that evening. Daguerre picked up P2 and Raven picked up P3. Raven was supposed to race. However, I don't see his name. I think he was in the lobby and then he unfortunately left, so he will not be on the grid because we only typically usually do 3 restarts and then that's it. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, with these guys have their time to get ready, I'm gonna relax my voice because this is gonna be an exciting race. So bear with us. We'll be right with you. Looks like we're just about ready to go, so ladies and gentlemen, strap in for 26 laps around this track. Click off that. Getting ready for the formation lap here on this track. It's going to be quite an intense race. Yeah, I was gonna say, hopefully we have a formation lap. Looks like everybody's on their way out. A couple guys moving up positions. A couple guys could not make it into this race. 15 guys start this race. Daguerre, our late joiner, who's gonna start from P3 in the chip. He's gonna start P15 this evening in that Ferrari. Can he muscle his way through the crowd? It's gonna be quite a race to watch. Interesting to see, make sure nobody puts themselves on a 90 step this evening. Bravo rooting on his teammate in GP1, Anton. Anton has a strong hold on this track right now with that strong qualifying lap. It's currently going a bit slow to warm those tires up. Let's actually give you guys a delta on the tires. A lot of guys have moved to the hards. I think that's we'll have to take a look. I don't know if Jono did not make it into Q or top 3, so I believe that is correct. He will have a free choice of tires. You guys can see the strategy there: hard stop, or you can go to hard to mediums. A couple guys on the medium to hards. It looks like Volkan on the soft compound, the only one in the top 10 on those soft compounds. Take a gander through the field. Couple guys going into the castle section now. This is going to be quite a race. Let's see what kind of action we can have. A couple things to look out for. Traction can be a bit tricky on this track, especially with a brand new lobby that has been restarted. These guys all have fresh tires, so it would be imperative that they put the heat into these tires, especially the guys that are starting on the hard compound like Jono. It's going to take probably, I'd say, 4 to 5 laps to get the temperature up to prime in those hard compounds. This will give me a predicted pit stop strategy yet again. I don't need it. We already saw it, ladies and gentlemen. But kind of wish you could turn that off sometimes. But Ewan subbing in for the Red Bull driver. Albon couldn't attend because he does have work really early in the morning, so he's off to bed. So he's got Ewan in for that Red Bull. We'll be keen to see what he can do. Our other brand new point driver, Lord Ear, in for this first race this evening. Let's see what Lord can do. Looks like everybody's just about ready to line up in the grid. As you can see, Anton is pulling up to his spot now. Harrison peels off to the right, or actually the left, to put into his grid spot. Shoot just behind there. That is an action-packed shot if I've ever seen one. Waiting for Daiguerre to pull up just behind. It looks like Lord is just ahead of him. Waiting for these guys to set on the grid. Then we're going to be waiting for those 5 red lights, and it'll be race. Looks like everybody's pulled up to the grid. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Waiting for those 5 red lights here at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Turn that off so you guys can see everything, all the action in the first lap. 5 are lit. We are away for this Grand Prix. Anton gets a good start. Harrison peels off just a bit to the inside. He's going to hold on to P2. Shoop's going to have a look. No. Let's make sure everybody gets through the first turn. A bit of a stacking moment here in the back. McLaren and Ferrari. Everybody going into turn 2. Oh, there's a bit of contact there. There's an Alfa Romeo into the wall. I believe that was SF1 Senna. Taking a look now. Let's jump through to the top of the guys. Anton still leading this race. Harrison P2. Shuf P3. Either is Uzumaki. I believe that's Uzumaki, or that's Zero in P4 and 5. A couple guys here in the back. Whoa, we got a lot of guys fighting for position here. Let's take a look on board. Ewan going for a move on Jono. This is definitely SF1 Stig. I can tell by that helmet. I do know my driver's helmets. I take a close look. That's actually Ryan on board with SF1 Stig through the castle section. You can tell he's a little uncomfortable with the castle section at this race. Heavy car. Might be a heavy on fuel. Guys leading the charge here. Daiguerre already makes up 2 positions, it looks like. As Aruzia. I wonder what happened to Aruzia. Senna down in P14. Aruzia P15. However, Anton holding on to the lead. Harrison's not too far behind. Can Harrison get a toe on Anton here? Coming down the start-finish line. Harrison is flying here. Harrison might have a look at the lead at the end of lap 1. He's going to think about going to the outside. Anton's going to offer him the inside. Harrison's going to jump to the inside. Put up the delta for you guys to take a look at. This is going to be quite a race between these two. Let's see what kind of laps they can put down. Both are on the medium compounds. My intervals are all messed up like they always are in this game. Once they sort themselves out, we'll have a look at the biggest movers so far. Harrison still behind Anton. He's pulling that toe quite nicely though. The toe is very, very strong in this track. It's very hard to break from a guy behind you. Especially the DRS range. We saw that in GP2 the other day. Harrison holding on to Anton quite nicely here. Jump on board Harrison, give him a little TV time while he's following the racing point of Anton. Currently the championship leader and P2 in the championship, Harrison. Racing each other on track. Kind of the juggernauts, you would say, of GP1. We have a Sector 1 yellow. Keep an eye out for what might happen. See if somebody drops. It might have been Stig. Not sure. I don't see any delta on his name. A lot of these guys quite close here. And it's sorting itself out again. I believe that Volkan and Senna pitted. Oh, Shoot gets a little tail happy there. Can Harrison have a go here? Is he close enough? Looks like Tom gets around SF1 Stig. Stig hits around SF1 Tom. Tom gets around SF1 Stig. Quite a battle going on there. Anton tries to break the stream. Harrison still just staying right behind him. Wonder if he's waiting for the DRS to be activated, which will be this lap around. Holding on to that back of the Racing Point. Volcon is retired from the race. What has happened? I missed it. We have I think it's a VSC. Let me get that away. Hopefully it brings up, yep, virtual safety car, ladies and gentlemen. We have a virtual safety car on lap 3 of this race. For Volcon, a brand new Williams driver, crashes out of this race early on. I wonder what happened. I wonder if he's just lost control. So these drivers will have to follow Delta. They want to make sure they're in the positive, not negative. I believe that Anton is stacking just a bit. He's putting a little bit of positive time on his Delta, trying to get these guys into a battle so he can break that slipstream of Harrison just behind. You can tell Harrison wants to go because Schuf's not too far behind him. Zero has made his way up to P4. Really good job so far in this race. The safety car is over. Virtual safety car is over. Back to racing. Oh, there's a pit. Zero touched the wall to see if he has any damage. No damage to report on that. AlphaTauri end plate is still intact. Even Jet's got himself P7. Ewan has gotten himself all the way up to P6. That is a drive and a half so far. Only 3 laps into this race. Take a look now. I believe DRS will be open for this lap around. Let's jump on board with Schuf as we go through this fast sector. You can tell he's kind of easy on the throttle. Heavy car, you can really throw yourself into the wall there. Harrison should just about have DRS. Let's jump on board with Anton, look behind. Here goes Harrison for an outside move. Takes the lead from the Racing Point driver on lap 4 of this race. Are we going to have a titanic battle between these two this evening? Or Schuf might have a little say in this. Let's take a look now. Anton's going to have DRS on Harrison. This might be a pass back for the lead. Can Harrison hold on? Take a look. Anton has DRS, but he's not going to be close enough. Harrison's going to lead into turn 3. Take a look at some of these other battles going on. Ewan is all over the back of Uzumaki. Let's take a look. Ruzia on the back of Daigero. Jono looks like he entered the pits for a new set of tires, probably a new front wing. Both the Alfa Romeos P13, P14. Massive thank you for SF1 Senna. We had a 4-hour drive this evening, comes home, and decides that he's up for reserving for the Alpha team. As Hubby had a karting event that he wouldn't be able to race this evening. Harrison's still holding on to the lead, trying to break that pack between, or the gap between himself, Anton, and Schuf. Zeroing in on Schuf. No pun intended. Did he get around him this time? He will have DRS. However, Schuf is out of DRS detection zone from Anton just ahead. Although Anton, I think, is going to have a run on Harrison this time around. Can Zero get a run on Schuf? The AlphaTauri and the Big Brother team of Red Bull. Anton's possibly going to make a move on Harrison. Harrison makes his car as wide as possible on the inside. Is Zero going to get a run on Schuf? No, it's a little too far behind. So Anton retakes the lead of this race. I wonder if it's going to be a back and forth between those two. Take a look now. Ewan has pulled up to the back of that other AlphaTauri. Just behind him now. As it looks like Zero broke a bit. Got a little tail happy. DRS is open though. A lot of these guys have DRS. Taking a look now, Daigero's made his way up to P11. He wants to be closer though, because his championship rivals are right now P1 and P2. Stig 2 seconds behind Jono. Senna's a further 6.5 seconds back behind his teammate. A long race to go. Can he catch those guys? Harrison holding on to the back of the Racing Point still. I believe it's going to flip-flop between these two for the whole race. Any closer battles going on? Ewan is still on the back of Uzumaki. However, Lord Eos is right behind these guys. We have a virtual safety car again for... I'm not sure who. I can't tell. Is it for Stig? No, it's not for Stig. It's not. It might have been for Jono. He is missing an end plate now on that McLaren. Senna is perfectly fine. So I believe the virtual safety car might be for Jono. I don't know why it keeps giving me these weird deltas. It's turned off now. We're back to racing. Green flag is out. There's a big toe for Ruin. Can he get around? He's going to go to the outside of Uzumaki. A lot of guys making a pass for him. Is he going to have a run on his teammate as well? Zero. Harrison tries to get closer to Anton. Not close enough to make a move. Schuf, however, pulls these guys in. He's going to be in the battle for this league. Can Schuf put that Red Bull on the podium this evening? Can it be possibly P1? He's right there. Zero is targeting in these guys. You see Aruzia pits and Jet as well pits. The Mercedes and Williams team both going in the pits. I wonder if something happened between those guys. That's going to put Senna up a couple places as well. Senna's going to jump ahead of Aruzia's on his way out now. There's Senna. Can Senna get a run on Aruzia? He might just about. Into turn 2, side by side. Senna gets the job done. Will he have DRS though? I don't think so. So Senna and Stig up P10 and 11. Although Senna's going to have a massive job with Aruzia just behind him in that Mercedes. Let's take a look. It looks like Anton's starting to peel away just a bit. He might have put that foot down on that throttle. Schuf just took off a bit of his end plate. That's not going to help him. He's going to fall on the Delta. However, his team, or his sister car, is just behind him in DRS range, but Ewan is right up behind him. Let's jump on board with Ewan. Yeah, smooth that Honda power. Unfortunately, Honda is going to be leaving the sport after 2021. Is Zero close enough for a move? No, it doesn't look like it's sticking. Not close enough. Zero still holding on P4. Ewan holding on P3. Does have a bit of damage on his wing. Harrison thinking about making a slight move. Hooks the car and Daguerreo's retired. Let's take a look at what happened. Where is Daguerreo? Daguerreo missed his turn. He's way off there. I have no idea what happened. Daguerreo has left the session. That is unfortunate. So far, Jono has DNF'd as well. I wonder if there's a bit of an incident between those two. I'm not sure. This is going to help Harrison pull away from Daguerreo in the championship, but however, he still has Anton just ahead of him. Do we have a virtual safety car? We do. Everybody through the castle section. Waiting for that green flag to return. He's going to hold on to the car as long as he can. Lap 12 to about 15 to 16. Back to green flag racing. Get a sip of water quick. We got a lot of guys close. We have Ewan really close to Zero. Because Zero does have DRS. We have a Red Bull and Schuf dives through the pits. As you can see, Ewan's going to make a move on his sister car, the AlphaTauri. Can Zero hold on the outside? That was close, very clean by both drivers. Looks like Ewan's going to have that line in P3. Zero holds on P4. Harrison and Anton a further 1 second up the road. As you see, Zero's going to go for a move. Zero gets the position back from Ewan. In close. Ooh, oh, it was a bit of lag spike. I was going to say, I thought Zero might have tagged the wall. He went deep into that corner. These guys battling. Senna moves past Shuf. Shuf exits the pits on a brand new set of parts. It's really early. He's going to have to really manage those tires to take those to the end. As well as Jet. This battle in the mid-pack. All for P3. What a close battle so far. Uzumaki holding on. Tom's in the mix as well. Tom, out of nowhere, puts himself in P7 for a go with these guys. Keep an eye on Tom. He's on the hard set, so he's going to go to the mediums once these guys pit. He'll be on the faster compound towards the end of the race. It might pay off, as you saw with crashing GP2 on Friday. And Plate missing there. Not sure who that came off of. It was off was it off Eos? No. Was it off UN? No. It was off Benny. It was off Zero, so he's going to be missing it in Plate. Let's jump on board with Eos. Actually, let's jump on board with Zero. As Harrison's going to think about making a move for the lead. He does. Here comes Ewan. Ewan's going to think about it. Benny's going to in the pits. Zero's into the pits. And Harrison takes over the lead of this race yet again on lap 9. A lot of guys diving around. Zero's into the pits probably for a new front wing. And probably the hard compounds to take it to the end. Zero is getting service now. Where's that going to put himself with the Alpha team? There goes Stig. Senna, is he close enough? There is Senna there. Can Senna make the turn? Is Shuf going to get out ahead of Zero? They do, however, now Russia is going to think about battling here. As you can see, Jet's not too far behind these guys. What a race so far. A lot of back and forth. Unfortunate for Daigero, Jono, and Volkan deceiving in their first race, or Volkan's first race. Sure who they team to go again next week. Anton fighting that Mercedes. Actually, let's take a board with Shuf, and Shuf is battling the back of SF1 Senna. Senna is 5 seconds behind his teammate. Shuf trying to get around that Alfa Romeo. And through the castle section, you can start to see the medium compounds wearing and degrading just a bit. This will be interesting watching the start-finish line. Anton has fallen 2 seconds behind. He's into the pits. He's going to pit early and try to pull the undercut on Harrison. Let's take a look back here. Zero versus Shuf versus Senna. Jump on board with Senna and look behind him. In his rearview mirror, there's Shuf. DRS is open for him. Is he going to be close enough? Shuf gaining. Is Zero going to be close enough for a move as well? Every time I say that, maybe my phone activates Siri. Well, I'm not sure why. Looks like Zero's going to get around SF1 Senna. Is Rusi going to think about getting around SF1 Senna as well? Here we go. What a switch move. Oh, there's contact. Oh, there was heavy contact. Not sure what that might have been for. It looks like Senna's going to clip it. Senna possibly going to dive into the pits and put on a new front wing. A little bit of an awareness issue, I believe, between these two drivers has resulted in an incident. These guys are going to have to dive into the pits. Jet should easily get around them. Take a look now. Harrison leading this charge by 3.8 seconds against Lord Eos, who started well down in, I believe, P14. Let's take a look at anybody else. We have Ewan, who's right behind Anton. Anton comes out. Jet has retired from the race as well. And is that going to be a virtual? No, that's going to be a full safety car, ladies and gentlemen. This might have just made Harrison's race. I'm not sure what happened to Jet. Jet has left the session. So unfortunate. This race can come out and bite you. I believe Senna's going to dive into the pits. And catch the safety car. So, take a look now. Harrison dives into the pits. Is Harrison going to come out? He comes out in the lead of this race on a brand new set of hards. A couple of these other guys coming out. Where's Anton going to fill in? So he has Ewan just behind him. Uzumaki comes out in third. Eros pulls out in the second. So a lot has gone on in this safety car. Tom comes out P8. Stig's coming out now. His teammate is pulling into the pits. Hopefully they are ready for him. Into the pits he goes to get service, probably for a hard compound and a new front wing. On his way he goes. So, SF1 Senna on his way out of the pits after that incident with Ruzia. New front wing, put on the medium compounds too. I wonder if he's going for a 2-stop strategy, trying to get that fastest lap towards the end of the race. Anton and Uzumaki, not sure what's going on between those two. They swap positions. And Uzumaki lets him go through. Ewan goes through. Interesting, not sure. Alright. I had a gear glitch on somebody, I can hear it. They're backing up quite a bit here. Let's see what this is about. He's stacking the field for sure. I believe that once these guys go around the start-finish line, we'll have one more lap into the safety car, and then it'll be back to racing. What a race this has been so far. I can drink it when I need it. So Rizzy and Stig swapping positions, not sure what for. Rizzy is sitting P10, SF1 Senna is going to pull up right to the back. Sit P11 for this restart. Should be restarting this time around. Taking a look. 2 guys on the medium compounds to take those to the end. Be roughly 14 laps, which would surely be able to be done. SF1 Tom and SF1 Senna. However, I wonder if Senna, I believe he did start on the hard compound, so it'll be interesting to see if he can take those. Hopefully I'm correct. But currently, Harrison is leading this race with 14 laps remaining. Should be going back to racing just after this. The 2 racing points holding on to P2 and P3. So good race so far from those 2 in that team. Robo will definitely be happy about that. Uzumaki holding on to P4. Ewan and Shuf, the Red Bull duo, holding on to P5 and P6. 0, P7, Tom. McLaren P8, Stig P9. Ruzia P10 and Senna P11. Let's take a look before we go back racing to positions gained so far. Lord Eos is up 11 positions, as well as Ewan 9 positions. Tom is up 3 positions, and they're swapping positions again. I believe Harrison's stacking them. Biggest loser so far, a couple ties with Shuf and Ruzia. Let's get back to the tires. Looking for the restart here. Harrison has the right to set the pace. Let's jump on board with Uzumaki, who's in P4. Is waiting for Harrison to give it a go. Looks like Harrison has pulled away, and it looks like Anton and Eos are going to go for it against Harrison in current turn 1. Looks like nothing's gone. Anton and Eos holding on to the same position. Anton's keen to get around his teammate as quickly as possible. It looks like Eos is going to let him go. However, Yoon's right there for the go. So it's going to come down to a long, hard race between the two at the front, Anton, and we have Harrison going to fight to this race, both on a similar strategy. However, Harrison's tires are 1 lap newer. Quick restart from these guys. Can they hold on? We have Stig battling SF1 Tom. We have Senna, who's right behind, not too far behind, hold on to the back of Aruzzi and the other Mercedes. Harrison going through the castle section now, really close to that wall, but he looks like he's carrying a lot of confidence through the castle section. Jump on board with Anton as he's, oh, I have a gearbox, I'm not going to do that. Keep an eye on some of these battles here. See if they're super close. You have Tom working on the back of Zero. That's a pretty close battle. Let's jump on board with SF1 Tom. Takes a lot of that inside curve on the left. Easy not to touch that inside left curve as well because it will punch the car off. What has happened to Eos? He's backed off. He's missing an end plate. I wonder if he's tagged the wall somewhere. That puts Uzumaki in the third. No, Yuen's going to move for third. DRS not available for these drivers just yet. They're going to have to wait another 2 laps. Uzumaki and Eos fighting it out into turn 1. Is Yuen going to put down a late brake move? He does. Bit of a squeeze. It puts the Red Bull up to P3. Uzumaki and AlphaTauri. P4. Schuf not too far off. Schuf is still in this. Keep an eye on him to put himself in the podium position. Senna now, right behind his teammate. It would be something as you see Stig is going to make a move on Aruzia. Nothing bites, so Stig's going to hold on to P9. Take a look at the lead here. Anton just behind the leader of Harrison and Mercedes. I think this is going to be a hard-fought race between Harrison. If Harrison pulls this off, I bet he's going to be very sweaty towards the end of this race. SF1 Tom gets around 0 for P6. Just noticed it on board with Harrison. Does he have the race in front of Anton just behind him? I do have gear clutch still on Anton. Around the fast S, sweeping before the long backstretch. That start-finish line of this track. Harrison trying to hold on to the inside line as much as he can. Anton, I think, is just backing off until DRS is available. Anybody going for a move here? It doesn't look like it's Stig going after each other here. However, Senna is on the medium compound, so I think Stig did the right thing, letting his teammate go, try to hold on to that tail, pull themselves closer to Aruzia. Tom working on the back of Schuf. Here on Schuf for P5. And Tom get closer. However, Schuf is back behind Uzumaki. Uzumaki get himself closer to Yuen. Yuen is starting to pull a bit of a gap between the two drivers. 1.3 seconds separates them. 1.2. Schuf, however, is clawing his way up to the back of that AlphaTauri. Keeping an eye on that lead. I know these guys are super close. Everybody through the castle section, nice and clean. Stig holding on to the back of his teammate as much as he can. Senna starting to claw his way in closer to Aruzia. He might be in striking distance. 1.1 separates him from Aruzia. SF1 Tom now on the back of Stig, not Stig, Schuf. Here goes Anton for the lead of this race. DRS is now available for these drivers. Anton's going to go for the inside. Harrison's going to allow the gap. Harrison pulls just behind that Racing Point. He's going to follow him through for this next lap. Maybe have a go at him again on the back stretch to the start-finish line. He just has to hold on to the back of the Racing Point and not let that slipstream break. Harrison will have DRS just behind him. Is he going to have another go at him, though? He's thinking about it. He's going to poke the car and let him know that he's there. Harrison holding on to the back quite nicely. Dude, I still have the gear glitch on the Racing Point of Anton. Shuf just behind on Uzumaki. Tom is putting himself into this conversation. Zero has Arusha and Senna behind him. Senna is starting to claw his way into the back of Arusha. Senna getting a bit of tail spin there. And he get closer. Jump on board with Senna as he's running through. Up into the castle section. Nice, cleanly done. Oh, Ruzi's lost the back end of the car. That puts Senna and Stig up in position. Rusia now. Where's Eos? Eos is a little bit farther behind. So Rusia loses the back end of the car. Whoa, Ewan's having a go here. That's just about put Harrison behind on Anton, but however, he's going to have DRS here. So is Ewan. Ewan's going to be closing in the gap here. This is going to be a three-way battle for the lead. I have a feeling. Ewan looking really strong in that Red Bull. However, Shuf just behind Uzumaki. Uzumaki having a strong race. However, Tom is coming into this conversation on those medium compounds. He's going to have a lot more grip than these guys ahead of him. A little bit more pace as well. Tom running the same helmet as Stig, that Michael Schumacher helmet. As you see, Shuf gets around Uzumaki. Tom's thinking about having a go here. He's going to peel the team inside. Thinks better of it. Tucks behind. Smart driving from the McLaren driver. McLaren against AlphaTauri. Tom gets a little loose out of that exit at the corner. Senna's trying to pull up to the back of Zero. Those two drivers know each other quite well. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. Keep an eye on Harrison and Anton for the lead, as well as Ewan. Let's jump and take a look at those guys. Separated by less than a second, these three. As Anton goes, locks up. Has he? Oh, he was close. I thought he might have taken an end plate off. Jump on board with Ewan as we go, gearing up for that DRS zone. Take on board with Anton. Harrison will have DRS. Never mind the gear glitch, guys. Pulls to the inside. Harrison's gonna try to push for the outside line. They're gonna go side by side into turn one. Here we go, side by side. Job well done, both clean. Going into turn two, they're gonna try to stay side by side again. What a hard fought battle. Oof, there we go. All this fighting between the two is helping Ewan close in the gap between these guys. Shuf is not far behind. He might have to go. I haven't seen any time penalties yet, so that might come into play as Tom pulls into the pits for a set of soft compound, letting Lord go up to P10. I wonder why Tom pitted for a soft compound, unless he had a little bit of damage. This battle between the top three is a titanic battle indeed. Sometimes it's the reason why I stream these races. These drivers are quite pacey. Taking a look now. Gap between Senna and Zero are closing. Senna on the medium compound. He could respectively get himself up, possibly to Uzumaki. Zero's not far off his teammate as well. Take a look now at the gap between these guys. All three of them going for the lead of this race. 18 laps out of 26 laps. That means 8 laps remain in this race. Ewan gets a really good run on Harrison. Harrison, can he get a good run on Anton? Are they going to make it 3 wide? Ewan's going to have the toe. Harrison, what is he going to do? Side by side, they go. Harrison's going to have the toe, though. He's going to pull into the lead of this race. Harrison pulls into the lead. Side by side, no, he backs out of it. Ooh, that was close. Right on board with Ewan as we're going to go into turn 2. Side by side again. Bit of a touch. He's going to tuck behind Harrison. Harrison does have DRS on Anton. This is kind of helping Anton's case here. Ewan's going to wait his moment. Bit of patience from the driver. That is a perfect thing to have around this track. Focus is key, as well as waiting. A little bit of patience will bring you a long way in this race. You don't want to make contact with the driver ahead and chip off a wing, because that could potentially be raced over. Senna now on the back of Zero. Zero on the back of Uzumaki, his teammate. Interesting to see how they go. Tom probably trying to put in the fastest lap of this race. Haven't seen it quite yet. He might have done so. I'm not seeing any little indications on the bottom of my screen. Not sure why. Let's see if I can get some in. Yeah, Uzumaki 5 seconds for ignoring yellow flag. Wonder if he has served that. Ewan holding on. Harrison trying to keep on behind Anton. Senna now just behind Zero. Actually, Senna or Stig is not too far off these guys as well. Keep an eye on Senna. See if he can go for a move around the AlphaTauri driver. One Alpha for another. He can move around the AlphaTauri. Outside line. He's cleared the AlphaTauri and has another one. They're sandwiched between the AlphaTauris now. That medium compound is really starting to pay off. We'll see how long they stick with. Oh no, Senna goes hard into the wall. He outbroke himself and put himself in the wall with a damaged front wing. That is going to slow him down quite a bit. It's the right hand side. If it's hindering his performance, I would say once your teammate catches up behind you, let him go through, as these guys are still battling for the lead. They race between the 3 of these guys. Keep on board with Ewan. Through the castle section, all 3 take it quite cleanly. Racing Point, Mercedes, and Red Bull fighting it out here. That was a bit of a cut. I wonder if that's coming up on the race director. These guys will have DRS available for him. Can Harrison hold on? Possibly get around Anton this time around. Ewan's going to have a go as well. They're going to go 3 wide down the start-finish line. Let's jump on board with Anton. DRS is open for Harrison and Ewan. Harrison's going to go to the outside. Ewan's going to go to the outside. Harrison goes into P1. Is Ewan going to think about it? No, Ewan's going to hold on to P3. Can Ewan have a go at Anton here? What a race from these 3. Absolutely titanic. Shoot, or not shoot. Ewan gets a little sideways. What a race from the Red Bull team as well. I just noticed. Anton's going to have another go at Harrison. Into turn 3 side by side. Harrison trying to hold on. It's going to come down to the last lap, I have a feeling. Who's going to be better on their tires, fuel and ERS, when it comes down to the final lap. Just keep it clean, drivers. Taking a look at Senna, still in the back of Zero. That end plate might not be causing him too much problems here. Lap 21 out of 26. These laps are starting to fly by. So we're watching these guys battle on track. Stig is caught up in the back of Senna. SF on Tom has left the session. He'll hopefully join back in. Currently sitting P10 right now in the race. Both Alphas on screen. Lovely aerial camera finally on this. Onto the back of Zero. Uzumaki Zero is not too far behind his teammate. Here we go for the lead again. Harrison going for the inside line. Just about gets it. They're going to go side by side again. They do. And Ewan's going to hold on to the back. No, Anton's going to have a look on the inside of Harrison into turn 2. Side by side, a bit of contact there. Jump on board with Ewan. He could have a look for the lead here. Ooh, that was close. He's going to have a push for P2. Harrison's going to hold on to the outside. Bit of a scruff on the wall, Harrison. No damage though, so he's still in this battle. And Ewan's going to have a go at Anton now. Can Ewan take the lead for the first lap in this race? What a show from him. Zero, behind Uzumaki still, Senna a little further down. Stig starting to catch his teammate. That is the closest battle right now is these guys in the top. So we're going to hang on board with these guys. Anton leading the race. 4 laps remain of this race. And these guys have been going after it ever since that safety car. What has happened to Ewan? Ewan has heavy damage now. I don't know if there's contact between himself and Harrison. But that's put Schuf up to P3. And that might have helped Anton break the slipstream of these two. I have no idea what happened. Hopefully that wasn't anything that was caused between the two drivers. Harrison's now going to have to really push the brake himself back into that slipstream of Anton. He's going to have 3 laps to do it. Lap 23 out of 26. Bringing that gap down is key. 2 seconds separate him from the lead of this race. As Uzumaki goes into P4. As Zero moves around. What? Ewan? Wonder if he's missed the pit stop. Senna pulls into the pits. Possible new front wing with a soft compound coming into play. New tires on. They're going to be the soft compound. Let's put Stig up to P6. Stig having a decent race so far. I know he was dreading this race. Zero on the back of his teammate. Can Zero get around? Close battle between the two. Only a second separates them. Ewan has retired from the session, hopefully. That has caused a safety car, ladies and gentlemen. Where has it occurred? That is going to be pretty much a 2-lap shootout here at the end of this race. Oh, Ewan into the wall there. Needed Delta. Eos has the fastest lap so far with a 40.6 on the soft compound. Tom moves up. Is he still ghosting? I believe he is. Is anybody going to dive for the pit? Impossible. In the soft compound to have a go here. Harrison. Will Schuf do it? Will Uzumaki do it? At this point, 10 drivers remain. We have nothing to lose. We have Senna on the soft compound. We have Lord Eos on the compound. Tom, who's ghosting, unfortunately, is on the soft compound. Take a look to see if these guys dive for the pits. Really slow. I think Anton's toying with them. Is he going to go in? They are going to go in. They're going for it. Soft compounds are going to be in play. That's going to give Uzumaki the lead of this race with a hard compound, so he's going to be quite a struggle there. Zero stays out. Stig comes in the pits. Everything's going crazy now. We're Senna in this matter. He's coming through. Anton comes out. Schuf jumps Harrison in the pits. Harrison's on his way out. Senna gonna overtake him. Senna overtakes him into P4. This could get interesting. Senna's early pit stop for those soft compounds right before the safety car might have paid dividends. New front wing as well. Uzumaki leading this race on 12-lap old hards. He's really going to have to keep the temperature up in those tires if he wants a shot at this. He's got Anton just behind him on those soft compounds. And Shuf as well. Shuf might have a go. I don't think these guys will be out on the safety car very long. I think the safety car will probably come in this time around. They are following it now. Here we go. Will safety car come in this time around? The lights are off on the safety car, it looks like, so definitely having a restart here. So Uzumaki is going to be the one that sets the pace. I believe safety car is off. Yes, it is. Uzumaki stacking these guys quite a bit. We're going to have a restart now. Uzumaki's going to hold on to the lead into turn 1. Shuf just behind, goes a bit wide. Anton gets around Uzumaki quickly into turn 1. Turn 2 now, Uzumaki riding in the inside. Shuf will get around him. Will Senna get around Uzumaki? He does have Harrison just behind. Jump on board Harrison. Easy into turn 3. Senna on brand new softs. He might have a go here. Oh, that was close. Lap 25. Penultimate lap of this race. Anton currently leading with a soft compound. Shuf just behind him. Can Shuf hold on to the back of that racing point? Possibly have a go at the lead here. Uzumaki trying his best to hold on to the back. Bit of a tag there. Senna tags the back of the AlphaTauri. Harrison trying to hold on to these guys. DRS is not going to be available for the rest of this race, so like I said earlier, ERS is going to be key for the rest of this race. Coach in the chat, yeah, exactly. This race has been titanic in scenarios. Interested to see what the penalties are towards the end of this race, as Lordios has crashed out, DNF. Here we go for the back stretch. Harrison on the back. Let's jump on board with Harrison. All looking for that final step on the podium. The Shuf is not too far behind Anton. Can he get close enough for the last lap here? Anton trying to break the slipstream. Doesn't look like Senna's close enough. Harrison's going to peel to the inside of Senna. Puts himself into P4. Gonna have Uzumaki just behind. Ooh, Zero's gonna go for a move on Senna. Side by side. Oh, that was close. Between the Alpha driver and the AlphaTauri. Can Harrison make a move on Uzumaki? He's gonna go to the inside. He's gonna peel through. He's gonna stick the car, but he's gonna wait. Oh, Senna holding on to P5. Let's jump on board with the leaders here. Shuf not too far behind. Can he get a good run here in the last couple of corners? Coming up to the Titanic, or not the Titanic. The Castle Session falls a bit behind. Just about a second. Harrison holding on these guys in the back. Zero falls to P7. Stake up to P6. Senna P5. Harrison P4 just behind Uzumaki. Shuf just a little bit further behind. He's got to push now if he wants to go. He's got to be within the slipstream. I think Anton just about broke it. Anton might have this go here. Takes a lot of that curve. Uzumaki falls 6 seconds behind this guy's Harrison P4 currently. Senna and Stig, two teammates battling it out. Harrison's got to be close. Let's take a look at the man that's leading this race. Coming on the final corners here. 1.6 seconds separates him from Schuf. Who is going to get those steps on the podium? I didn't get to catch any of those penalties that would come on board. But Anton is going to cross the line. Currently P1. Schuf's going to cross the line. P2. Who's going to get P3? There's a train of cars coming here. Harrison goes. Harrison gets it. Senna gets P4. What a finish. What a finish indeed. I have to take a look at that one. Senna, driver of the day, as he's made up quite a bit of positions. My voice is pretty shot. Robo cheering on Anton getting the win of that race for his Racing Point team. P2 and Harrison round out your podium this evening in P3. Let you guys enjoy the podium celebration. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, running down the order, Anton picks up the win at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, followed by Schuf in P2, Harrison P3, round out your podium. Running down the rest of the finishing order, Senna P4, Stig P5, Zero P6, Aruzia P7, Uzumaki P8. We have SF1 Tom, who was ghosting P9, and Lord, who's P10. I believe he crashed out. We lost out Ewan, Jet, Daigero, Jono, Volcon, unfortunately, in this race. We'll get these guys into the podium interviews and get this going. Right. So, let me get these guys in. Alright, just wait for these guys to jump in the party. We have Harrison. Oh, thank you, Bravo. Do appreciate it. Anybody else on their way in? Harrison, keep an eye out for me if you could. Looks like we have Anton. Wonder if Shooter will join. If not, we're gonna get this under the way. Guys, between yourself, Ewan, and Schuf on that entire race, my voice is shot. You guys had a titanic battle after that for a safety car. Right up until the last safety car, where strategy really kind of played key. And a couple of guys got dropped out of position. But Harrison, we'll start with you. Just give us a rundown and take the mic, because that was absolutely titanic, battling back and forth, leading the race, then following P2 and holding on to that streak so for a couple laps and taking the lead again. My voice is shot. Just give us a rundown of it.
I'll start with qualifying anyway, but qualifying went pretty well for me. Got P2 on the grid, which I knew which was the highest I'll get, because I know Anton's quite quick around pretty much every track that I know of. Race, I got a good start compared to the guys behind me, kept P2 and just stayed behind Anton. And then it was just basically me and him basically swapping positions and a few VSCs popping out, and then I think just before that first safety car, Anton had to pit for wing damage, and then the safety car came out a lot later. It kind of helped me a bit to try and keep him in front, but I don't know what happened under the safety car, because I saw Yukazima and Anton swapping positions, so I don't know what went on there. Um, and then the end safety car, fixed the front wing to no because I had a contact with Ewan a few laps earlier, which I'm not happy about. Came behind Senna and got past Senna on the lap after the restart, and then you could see him don't know why he was trying to defend when he had, I think it was 11 seconds worth of penalties, but hey ho. But great race from myself, but I'm a bit disappointed at the same time.
There's nothing to be a little disappointed. That is a long, hard race that you fought, especially with you and Shuf and Anton. So Harrison, congratulations, seeing you on P3. All right, we'll move it on. No problem. We'll move it on to year-end Shuf. What a battle. Kind of kept it clean towards the end there. Put yourself in the contest. Put yourself into P2. Like I said, my voice is starting to be quite gone. So just give us a talk through on your race, mate.
He's on connection.
He's on connection.
Yep.
Yeah, it's his nut type. He won't let him speak.
Interesting. Let's see if I. It's not on mine. It's not on mine. Well, in the meantime, Anton, we'll ask you. Quite a battle. All three of you kind of sailed away from the rest of the pack, but towards the end, made the right call. You dove into the top compound, got the lead within the first couple of windows, but just peeled away and kept
Turn 2, yeah.
Turn 2, my mistake. But yeah, give us a rundown.
Yeah, first of all, it was quite nice to battle with Harrison, because I'm quite boring, you know, about this game with study and something like that. I don't have time to play the game that much now, so that was quite nice to battle with someone. I didn't play since SRC on Wednesday, so it's been quite a while. So it was pretty nice. The qualifying was pretty much a warm up for me for the race, and then the race pace was quite shit, to be honest. I was struggling a lot. I was doing so many mistakes. I broke my wheel through the last corner and at the end of sector 2. Cost me wing damage, and then the safety car just saved me completely. And then yeah, great battling again with Harrison. It was quite nice. And yeah, that's P1 again, and pretty happy to be on the step of the podium.
Congratulations to yourself, Anton. Solid race indeed. Harrison, you as well for P3, and Shuf, I know he was trying to connect. I think he backed out for P2. Just one more congratulations to all three of you guys this evening. But that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be back at Canada next week, same time. See if these guys can put themselves on the podium. Held in Canada. Until then, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you next week. Have a great week, and we'll be seeing you soon. We are signing out. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.